Nahal Bujun and Dinaway Mahogany Dug. Welcome to Red Lake Ojibwe Language Table. We are going over notes from September 3rd, 2024. On that day, we reviewed 8/27/24 notes, and we'll continue on from that. If you haven't seen those notes, go back into this YouTube or go back into this page's history, I suppose, and then find 8/27/24 notes. Those are what we did last time. Moving forward, we're going to continue on here at 9/3/24. We have VII, verb intransitive inanimate, a verb that is inanimate and cannot transfer to anyone or anything. It's just a subject doing nothing. All right? To anything. I think that's supposed to say. So, we have a VII independent form, positive independent verb statements ending with a vowel. Okay, we have the word Ojawashkwa. Ojawashkwa. It is blue. Ojawashkwa. Now we have this positive 0s. Zero isn't talking about anybody or anything. Okay, so it's just an independent statement in the positive form, and it is saying that Ojawashkwa means it is blue. Okay, it's not transferring onto anything. It's not transferring onto anyone. It is just blue. A negative 0s, you're going to say something that negative, and it's not anyone or anything. So we have 0s. So we're going to use this Gawin and then a Sinun pattern or Zinun pattern. Okay, so we're going to put this word together here. Zero, negative 0s. Gawin o Jawashkwa Sinun. It isn't blue. Okay, negative. Gawin o Jawashkwa Sinun. It isn't blue. All right, something inanimate. Next one we have here, plus 0 plural. This is how we say more than one thing is blue. When we're going to say they are blue, we're going to say Ojawashkwawan. Ojawashkwawan. They are blue. Negative 0p, plural, that they're going to say that they are not, whatever it is, our verb. And so we have Gawin Ojawashkwasinumin. Gawin Ojawashkwasinumin. They aren't blue. Gawin Ojawashkwasinumin. All right, so you kind of get a detail of how, an idea of how this works. If it ends with a vowel, we're going to have sinun. And then here is one for more than for plural. And then we have sinu min because it ends with a vowel. So we have this part, sinu min, for more than one. Let's try it out on a word that ends with the letter N. VII independent, positive independent verb statements ending with N. We have the word agasin. It is small. Agasin. Just to say, the word itself is going to be classified as a plus 0s. It's not doing anything to anyone, but it is in positive form and it's by itself. So we're going to say agasin. Agasin. It is small. It is in negative form, so it's not doing anything to anybody, and it's by itself. So we have Gawin agasin zinun. Gawin agasin zinun. Because it ends with an N, we're going to use zinun. Because this one up here ended with a vowel, here's the vowel AA, we're going to add sinun. All right, so that's the difference between these. Now we have the word gawin agasin zinun. It isn't small. Singular, one thing, it isn't small. And then we have 0 plus 0p. Positive, not doing anything to anyone, but there's more than one. So we have agasinun. We're just adding un to this because it ends with an N. We're just going to add un. Agasinun. They are small. Negative, not doing anything to anyone, but there's more than one that we're talking about. Gawin agasin zinunin. Gawin agasin zinunin. They aren't small. Remember, this is negative. They aren't small. Gawin agasin zinunin. Ooh, that one was kind of hard. All right, but nonetheless, let's move on to what we have next here. VII independent, positive independent verb statements ending with the letter D. Now, there's a certain rule when it ends with the letter D, and this rule is in effect right here. We drop the D and add sinun. We drop the D and add sinun. We drop the D and add sinun. That is how we make our word. We drop the D and add sinun. Something like that. So here we go. Ayamagad. It is there. Ayamagad. All right. So that falls under the positive 0, not happening to anybody or anything. And it's by itself. It by itself. Ayamagad. It is there. Ayamagad. When we want to say it is not there, we have a negative 0s. And we're going to say, Gawin ayamagasinun. Gawin ayamagasinun. Here's the original word. Here's the root word right here. Ayamagad. But notice the rule tells us to drop the D, so it's missing here. And we're going to add sinun. There's sinun on the end. Gawin ayamagasinun. It isn't there. Something plural. I mean, singular. My bad. Now we go to the plural side. And now we have positive 0p. Positive 0p talking about ayamagadun. Ayamagadun. They are there. Ayamagadun. Okay. They, more than one is happening here. So we're going to add un. Remember on our one up here too, we added un. Agasinzin. Wait, where did it go? We added noon. Oh, it is right there. There's un right there. Agasinun. Okay, so we're going to add un again here. Ayamagadun. They are there, plural. And if they're not there, more than one, 0, negative 0p, gawin ayamagasinunin. Gawin ayamagasinunin. They aren't there. They should say there. I wonder if I can change that. I cannot change that at this time. That means they aren't there. Gawin ayamagasinunin. All right, so that means there. They aren't there. Okay. Next one we have VII independent, positive independent verb statements ending with a vowel. And now we're going to put these in tense markers. All right, we're going to add in our tenses. So with this one, we're going to use past tense gi. All right, so we're going to give you examples of how to use these in past tense. Positive 0s. Gi ojawa shkwa. Gi ojawa shkwa. It was blue. Okay, was is your gi. Gi is your was marker, is your past tense marker. Gi ojawa shkwa. Gi ojawa shkwa. It was blue. Negative, we're going to use 0, negative 0s to make a negative statement. We're going to say, Gawin, gi ojawa shkwa sinun. Gawin, gi ojawa shkwa sinun. 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 Gawin gi ojawa shkwa sinun. It wasn't blue. Past tense. Okay, so our pattern, gawin sinun. Gawin sinun is our negative pattern. Remember, our past tense marker goes in right before what we're talking about. So we're talking about ojawa shkwa, and so our tense marker is going to go before that. Gawin gi ojawa shkwa sinun. It wasn't blue. Positive zero plural, more than one. Talking about they were blue. Gi ojawa shkwawan. Gi ojawa shkwawan. They were blue. Past tense. Gi starts off our sentence. Notice a period right there. They were blue. Negative plural. Negative VII. We have gawin gi ojawa shkwa sinunin. Gawin gi ojawa shkwa sinunin. They weren't blue. More than one. Remember, we are in plural form. So your pattern is going to be gawin sinunin. Sinunin. Gawin sinunin is your pattern. And remember, your past tense marker goes before our verb here. Gawin gi ojawa shkwa sinunin. They weren't blue. Sticking with our rotation of words, we have the word, this one ended with a vowel. And so this one is going to end with the letter N. Ending with the letter N. Positive zero S singular. Gi agasin. It was small. Gi agasin. You're talking about inanimate things here, okay? So zero S, negative zero S, gawin gi agasin zinun. Gawin gi agasin zinun. It wasn't small. Gawin. Zinun is the pattern because it ends with an N. We're going to add zinun. Gawin zinun. So then we put our tense marker and then our verb right there, making this gawin gi agasin zinun. It wasn't small. Positive zero plural. Gi agasinun. Gi agasinun. They were small. More than one they. Gi were, past tense. Agasinun. Small. Okay. So this is kind of backwards if you look at it. We have the un, which means they. And then gi is past tense were. And then the verb is agasin, small. So it's kind of all over the place, but when you put it in this order, first language speakers and those who know the language can understand this gi agasinun. Zero, negative zero p, the negative plural of this, gawin gi as. Let me try that again. Gawin gi agasin zinunin. Gawin gi agasin zinunin. They weren't small. Gawin gi agasin zinunin. All right, so that was the verb statements ending with N. And I think this is our last one for the past tense. I don't know if we did future tense on here, but we'll just keep going. VII, independent, positive, independent verb statements ending with the letter D. Remember, there's a rule that if it ends in D, you're going to drop the D and add sinun. All right, so here we go. Positive zero S, ki ayamagad. It was there. Okay, the word is ayamagad. Gi is the past tense, was. Ayamagad, there. All right. Zero, negative zero S to say it wasn't there. We're going to say gawin gi ayamagasinun. Gawin gi ayamagasinun. It wasn't there. Gawin giya magasinun. Positive zero, plural, more than one. Giya magadun. Giya magadun. They were there. Past tense. Gi, were, ayamagad. There. Un, they. Okay. Like I said, it kind of jumps around a little bit, but when you start learning the language, you practice, you hear this, it all makes sense in the order that you put it in. English kind of screws all of that up. Okay. For the first language speakers, they know this pattern and they know what it means. The English is what screws it up. Okay. It's not the Ojibwe that's all crooked and backwards. It's the English that's all crooked and backwards. So keep that in mind moving forward. Giyayamagadun. They were there. Zero, negative zero, P, talking about more than one that weren't. Gawin giyayamagasinunin. Gawin giyayamagasinunin. They weren't there. Gawin giyayamagasinunin. All right, so let's see what these other ones we did some examples on how to put these, I believe, in conjunct form. So I need to, in my notes, to add conjunct form, okay? Um, Conjunct form means that words need to be said in conjunction with another independent statement. And so when it is read, that's in conjunct form. So we have the word misquag. Misquag, when it is read, nugi bizon, stop driving. This is in command form. Okay. This is in imperative form, is what we've been calling it. Nugi bizon is to telling one person to stop driving. Okay. And so this can go for either singular or plural. But if we were going to do plural, I think you would use this one and you would use a G or a yuk. Okay. Misquag nugi bizoyuk. Or misquag nugi bizog. When it is read, nugi bizon, you stop driving. Nugi bizog, you all stop driving. Okay, let's just stick to singular. Okay, what is being said here? Misquag nugi bizog. When it is read, stop driving. Zero, negative zero S or negative zero P, we have misquasinug maji bizon. Misquasinug maji bizon. When it is not read, start driving. Okay, we're talking about stoplights. Misquasinug maji bizon. When it is not red, start driving. So it must be green, right? All right, let's check this one out right here. We have zero, positive zero S, agasing bape. Agasing bape. When it is small, she or he laughs. Agasing bape. When it is small, she or he laughs. Remember, these are examples that our community members asked for, and we left it open to them to use our example of the word and to give us something, an example of what they want to hear. So this is what they came up with. Negative zero S or negative zero P, agasinzinug gawin bapisi. When it isn't small, she or he doesn't laugh. Agasinzinug gawin bapisi. Okay, that one's kind of a tongue twister, kind of a little hard to pronounce. And that is where we left off with all of our notes. If you guys would ever, and gals, be ever so kind to share this video and get the word out that, hey, we're doing, Red Lakers are doing some cool things up there in Red Lake for their Ojibwe language table. We're at the Obimindwa Gidinaway Magan Inaduk Wigamik. We're at the formerly known as FCS, Family and Children Services. That is their new name. That's we hold Ojibwe language table here in Red Lake on Tuesday evenings from 5:30 to 7:30, somewhere around there, 5 to 7. However, um, when people start rolling in. So these are the notes from the Ojibwe language Red Lake Ojibwe language table, September 3rd, 2024. Miigwech kanawaban damek, miigwech bizindawiyeg, Gigawabamininim Minawa. We will see you all again, hopefully very soon. Miigwech.